Hey guys, Scott Fishman here, kicking off the new year with a bang with the Go Big Show coming out, premiering January the 6th. And today we have Cody Rhodes to talk about it. Cody, Happy New Year. How you doing?
Happy New Year. I'm doing really good. It's hitting me that I get to be on the mothership TBS 2 nights in a row every week for some time in terms of Dynamite now making its transition to TBS and Go Big Show this Thursday with its premiere. So it's just a really charmed life at the moment. That's for sure.
Real quick though, when the name Go Big Show first came out, how did Paul Wight respond to that? Did he want royalties?
um, I know he's ripped me pretty lighthearted about Go Big Show being the name. At one point, the Big Show I believe was actually Workshop potentially as a name. I think for him, he just at some point, maybe not so much royalties, but does expect some sort of cameo or some sort of special element involving him because he truly is. I mean, not only is he Paul Wight, and that's how we refer to him as, at AEW, but he is the Big Show. And I've had my run-ins with him, including one at WrestleMania. So I could see a little crossover potentially happening. Maybe in season 3, maybe that's something that could go down. He won't let it sit for too long.
So this season, the performers know what they're kind of getting into as far as what the competition is about, whereas opposed to last season, it's like, what is this? I know it's like a variety competition series, but I know now what I'm going to be judged on. Are you kind of raising the stakes and kind of being more picky on how you do your scores this season, knowing that?
Well, I think I've been maybe given a license a little bit more to be who I really am when it comes to this second season. I don't give out perfect scores. A perfect for me is a 98, as we jokingly always say. I was able to be absolutely a little bit more picky. I was able to think a little bit more too about the game that's involved, not just what you do, but how does it stack up? What did you save for the semifinals, and could you potentially save anything for a finale without leaving too much off the bone in those initial rounds? So as the show's identity has figured itself out, and the fact that we were able to cast a wider net now that more people know about the show and it has more global penetration, the acts are even more, jaw dropping is what's on, is a buzz way of putting it, but that's truly how it is. I sat there many times and thought not just how lucky I am, but how silly it all is that here this wrestler dude can judge some of these unbelievably disciplined, or if not disciplined, wildly risky acts.
Yeah, and then another thing which I didn't think about until I watched the first episode this season is not only are you kind of judging the overall ability of these people, but the presentation, the personality, like does it come out? Does it come through? That could separate someone from advancing to the semifinals than just being just a great, act and of their ability.
Well, it's like wrestling, as you know. I look a lot at who is the person. Traditionally, way back in wrestling, that interview is what got you into the building, and that happened long before the two guys or two girls ever locked up. So I still look at everything like that. Do I care about this person? And have they made, in just a short amount of time, made me care about them in a way that now I've got somewhat of a bias? I need them to succeed, and that does happen because again, $100,000 is on the line. You want to make sure the right person uh, gets that, but they also have to have the right act, and that connection. It's very prominent with the best contestants this season.
And T-Pain is new this season. He's filling in some big shoes of Snoop Dogg, but his
Mhm.
personality definitely shines through, even for the first episode. And when you see the teasers, tell me what it was like to work with him on the show. You had him at an AEW show, so he seems to be up for anything when it comes to this sort of thing in entertainment.
Yeah, T-Pain is what a wonderful cat, and the fact that he came into this with no experience season 1 wise, and he as a judge probably gets involved with more contestants and more acts than any of us this season, and he did it with a smile on his face, and even the riskier acts, he really is down for whatever. But also sitting there when you have a guy like T-Pain with such level of success, when you have Jennifer Nettles down at the end, Rosario Dawson right next to me, I always am learning, and I know we're supposed to be judging these acts and $100,000 on the line, and certainly that's in the forefront. But it's a lot to see such success to the left of me on that stage. And I learned a lot from the judges in the first season and in the second season. And T-Pain is absolutely just a baller, just a stud. And for him to come and be part of All Elite Wrestling, hand me that chair at the Atlanta Street Fight, that's a big moment for me. That's definitely one of my favorite career moments.